Just everything work, please. Is everything working? I'm a bit quiet. Let's put that up. I know how to do that. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, there's no one here. Some of you are here. I nearly had a massive malfunction there, but we're good, I think. I've changed snares, right, and it has half an inch. That's what she said. Half an inch bigger. And it's completely destroying my muscle memory. Not on Twitch, no. I refuse to give 50% of my labour. I've had enough, guys. I've had enough. It's ridiculous. I'll give 20% of my labour to anyone that helps me, but I'm not giving 50%. It's the principle. I'd rather make no money. Which is why I'm on YouTube. But I've got to be here and I've got to practice, so we might as well just do it. You know what I've noticed about the copper Starphonic? The ghost notes are a lot more sensitive. Ghost notes are nuts on this thing. Okay, I'm recording this whole thing to put it on YouTube because I'm a YouTube ho now. Okay, a couple of things. I think I want this higher. That copper is fat and sensitive, just like an ex-wife. Well, I can tell you that my ex-wife is neither of those things. Right, here's my warm-up. I'm recording this. This is going to be my warm-up before stage as well, so this is a true simulation of what's going to happen on tour. 5 minutes, 120 BPM, singles on the kicks, paradiddles on the hands, groups of 3 on the hands, groups of 5 on the hands, blah 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 blah. Oh, that's why no one's here. I haven't uploaded it onto Instagram yet. The reason I had to change my snare, guys, is because day before yesterday, I had a really bad stream. I wasn't streaming actually, I was just practicing. A really bad practice, and I took my sticks in a rage and I went through the snare head with them because I am mentally sound. So I've had to change. I only just remembered today when I sat on the kit and I was like, well, that's no good. Okay, 120. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes starting now.
Did that set your Siri's off? I hope so. That was the longest fight. Oh, cracked my fucking back. That was the longest 5 minutes of my life. Sounded like a best man speech. The longest 5 minutes of her life will be coming later on. What's the highest tempo you can do double bass for with consistency and good strokes? Who gives a goddamn fuck, bro? Not very much. The difference between YouTube comments and Twitch comments are insane. Could do with, I was about to say I could do with a massage. Even though I had one recently, I've got a really sore hip. A really sore hip. I don't really know what from. I haven't been squatting, just being shit. Okay, right, hands. I can answer questions when I'm doing hands because it's on a pad. I can keep that on, take that off. 180 for 5 minutes also. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes starting now.
I can answer questions in the chat, guys, if you want. If you've got anything. Am I looking forward to Australia? Yes. The level of me looking forward to it will depend on how this goes. I could do with Windows stopping these fucking pop-ups. Oh, did you want to do this? Why don't you fuck right off, mate? Paradiddles, singles, doubles. Nice and warm. Paradiddles, singles, doubles. It's horrible. Double paradiddles, singles, doubles. One hand. On the no rebound side, I don't use the other side, I only like this side. Any other pad is like that tries to be a reflex is not as good as this pad, this side of this pad. If you can play a rudiment on this side of the reflex pad, if anyone doesn't know, the other side is bouncy. But if you can play a rudiment at this side at X tempo, then on a kit you can play it much faster. Have you ever had raging diarrhea on tour while playing? I've had it in and around playing, but usually like something about the adrenaline of playing stops it for like the amount of the set. I think maybe I've thought I've got away with it, and then I finished the setting because I don't wear boxers. I wear like swimming short type things. There was a little bit of poo in there. Will there be a poddy with the diamond construct, fellas? No, I don't do podcasts on tour. I've realised on that last tour, it stresses me out. The quality never looks as good as the home ones. I am realising what it takes to burn me out, and it is working all three hustles at all times. So what I tend to do, like I've been at home for 3 weeks, I have enough episodes of the podcast to release until August. So I can go on tour and just forget about it. Any difficulty in Japan with visible tattoos? Some bars won't let me in. Most gyms won't let me in. Most bathhouses and swimming pools won't let me in. I think it's cool. I'm in Australia, but I ain't going to your show, lol. Do you have brain damage? That's like me saying, I could say anything. I'm in Glasgow, but I'm not playing in the Celtic game today. Have you been hit by a car? There we go, it's 5 minutes. Now normally I would do some hands and feet together, but what I'll do is practice I'll do some foot stuff. Let's do it 180, let's just be 180. Hit my thumb really hard there. You hear that feel that just went bleh. Oh, hitting a thumb with a stick in cold weather. It's really not nice. Oh. Oh. Any plans for more harp? Again, have you got brain damage? Like, no offense, but that album came out 11 years ago and I left that band 12 years ago. What do you reckon? Andrew, Ginger, thanks for the 5 USD. Glad you enjoy the vlogs. Oh, I bought a bag today. Do you know what? I had a bit of I bought a black bag. I said to myself, right, I'll do this vlog yesterday. I spent all of yesterday editing that vlog. I thought I didn't have enough stuff for a vlog. Then I went through the footage and I was like, I do actually probably have enough to just do one per tour rather than try and do a weekly thing. And then in my head, I was like, look, if it gets 5,000 views, if it's got 5,000 views by the time I wake up, then I will buy a bag, like a travel bag, one of those ones where you can like side load the camera. So something happens, your camera is ready to go. It's a backpack that you can unzip this, boom, ready to go, ready to rip. And it did, so I got it, but then I ordered it for next day delivery because I leave on Tuesday, so it gets delivered tomorrow. And I just realised, I watched a review of the camera bag. You need to buy a separate bit for the camera insert. So I had to go to a photo shop this morning. Not Photoshop, I had to go to a photography store and buy this little insert thing. It was like another 60 quid. I spent 260 quid on a bag. Kit sounds amazing. Would you be so wonderful to do a session on how I achieve that? Here's how I do it. I'll give you the session right now. This is me writing an email. Hey Nolly, I've moved all my drums around. Do you think you could do me a new stream mix? Wait. Then he goes, yes. And I go, thank you. And then I send him bags of coffee. I said, do you want me to pay you? He says, no. So I give him a bunch of coffee. £260 on a bag. Do you have brain damage? I think do you have brain damage might be my new go-to. I've been trying to navigate not swearing so much, guys, because YouTube keeps demonetizing my videos because they're filled to the brim with women's genitals. So I'm quite enjoying the non-profanity, like names for people. Lemon, absolute lemon. Trumpet, guy's an absolute trumpet. Do you have brain damage? Because you can really style that one off as genuine concern. Like you can't get cancelled for it because having brain damage isn't really like a group of people. Obviously, sadly, there are large groups of people with brain damage. But I feel like for at least 2 years you could probably get away with that one. Plum's nice, I like plum. Trumpet's mental though, isn't it? Trumpet's Scottish, I think. Absolute trumpet. It's a perfect insult. AEM, USD 4.99, thank you so much. With an English accent you can follow you absolute with any word and it'll work. Yeah, true. Alright. Couple more warmies. I'm going to do 3 more warm-ups and then I'm going to try to start playing some songs. And whoever asked how long my set will be, you will find out. I don't think you can say that word. So I got to stop here for whoever said slice. I mean, slice has a sexual overtone, at least where I'm from. An absolute slice is a good term. I mean, if I see a question from Riley from Thrice in the chat, I'm going to answer it. Hello, my friend, I hope you're good. Do I fiddle with my spring tension, footboard height, and or beta throw length at all, or just roll with factory settings? I used to fuck with the spring tension, but again, I like my whole thing, and I'm sure you're all the same, is like, I try and reduce any variables. I tried out of the box, right, but what I found with out of the box was the spring tension would be different because through transit the springs would undo. So I started just maxing out the springs, and then in my head I thought, well, then I at least know it's always going to be maxed. But then what happens then is after you've been playing for 2 years on springs maxed out, the springs at their maximum tension are worn, so they're more like 3/4 tension on a brand new pair. So I would travel from territory to territory. I've got a different set of pedals in the States, max them out again, and it would actually be like having completely different settings. So now what I have now is just, I try and just, it tends to be medium. And what I try and do is, so I have it so with my leg just on, I know that's loud. With my leg just on the kit, it buries the beater. You can't really see it. Do I think the Cobra coil is really doing anything? I've got no way of knowing, but I've seen Alex Rudinger play 250 BPM in the flesh with these pedals. So that's why I bought them. If you see someone actually achieve without cheating what you would do in an ideal world, I just tend to use their gear. That's the great thing about the internet. The bad thing about the internet is a lot of people fake stuff, but the great thing about people that you can trust to be real is their opinion on gear is built around trial and error and trust in the gear. So like the first time, that time I saw Necrophagist playing, Hans Grossman didn't have his pedals, and he just put my Iron Cobras on and just ripped a Necrophagist set without changing any settings. That day I was like, well, it's definitely in the feet. So I need to practice more. I didn't. And then pedal wise, I just look at who plays to a level that I aspire to be at and just play what they play, which I guess is why there'll be some people that aspire to play like me, which is why I get gear for free or cheap. Second to, what's Cyril's question? I think I fixed the video, sent a new clip, check it out after stream. Hopefully it's cool because it took 30 minutes on my laptop. Is that a long time or a short time? Don't rush it, Simon. Just get it to me when you can get it, but correct. Do you think there's much point upgrading IEMS from a set of Shaw cheap ones for basic click and kick mix? Yes. But if they're working for you, then I wouldn't fuck with it just yet. But I will say this, I used to just use generics because I didn't like any of the companies that made molds. They never fit me. And then 64 Audio challenged me. They were like, we'll make you a pair and they will fit you perfectly. And you can do this. And the seal doesn't break. And they did make me a pair. And they made me 2 pairs since then. And my ears have not changed shape. And the seal is unbelievable. And I've got a pair of Ultimate ears around here somewhere. I've got a pair of JH Audio. Dog shit. Dog shit. Do I get any lag from the stock drive shaft? I mean, I don't think so, but I've been trying to get hold of one of those trick ones because Connor Dennis told me it was a game changer, but I just can't get one. They're not in stock anywhere. Are the shorts I had in my story already out? They will be out. That they are the final sample that was. I've been making these shorts for 2.5 years, guys. That was the final sample, and they will be in the US store. Do I support any football team? Used to support Reading Football Club. Pandemic sort of beat it out of me, so I didn't really like it anymore. I'm going to talk about my love for Rock and Sock. I can show you that I paid full price for a Rock and Sock throne. Give me 1 second. Sorry. I bought a Rock and Sock throne because I was using one on that last tour, and I've got one in the States, and I thought, that's what's wrong with my playing. And then I had a practice yesterday and I was crap, so I don't think it is that. But what I do like about it, some people don't like it, I like the way that it swivels. And I like the hydraulic bit. Like, I sit on that and it goes down, and also it means if I lean into a section, I've got a bit of juice. Got a bit of juice on it. Currently, no, the shorts will not be in the UK store. I've had incredible supply issues with custom stuff in the UK. Import, pandemic, stuff being crap. So I've moved most incredibly custom stuff like those shorts that are designed from the ground up to the US store. You'll still be able to order it. But to put it into perspective, the UK store had 500 pairs of the other shorts. So, and the US people had to suck up the postage there, so we'll have to do a bit of that. Bought the Tama first share hydraulic 2 months ago. Oh, Cyril. Okay, tell me about that before I play a song. Does it bounce? When you sit on it, does it bounce? Because if it does, then I'll just switch to that. It does, right? Yeah, I should have just fucking got one of those because I wouldn't have had to pay. I'm sure I'll have to use one of those live, or else I'll get in trouble. Right, let's try a fucking song. Now, it's going to go badly, guys, but what I need it to go is not so badly that, like, no one at a live show is going to have this mix. So I need it to just go, like, good.
There's another victim of the modern age. There's another victim of the modern age. some people
other
are
than
people in trouble.
I know there'll be some people, maybe not drummers, and maybe just people with brain damage who'll be watching that and going, well, that was a massive, massive fuck up, wasn't it, really? But with that song, my problem areas were all tight. So I don't care. Stuff like that's going to happen on tour. If I drop a stick on tour, I don't give a fuck. It's not my fault. What I do give a fuck about is playing really, really sloppy, and I don't think that was sloppy. What do you think of the music scene in general? Will there still be iconic bands? I've saw that question before. I don't understand it. What will the snare and cymbal setup be this tour? This cymbal setup, snare, whatever the backline company gives me. Did you manage to fix the issue with the backing track not being audible for you and us simultaneously? No, I did that on purpose. I can fix that. I just play better without it. So I had no backing track there. It's very, very, very quiet. I can just hear it in gaps. Because I just play better when I'm just concentrating on myself. I don't think that was that bad. Let's see if I can get this going.
Save my serenity, save my serenity. I tried,
I moved the ride up without moving the microphone, and it was clipping a little bit. Holly's in the chat. Holly, where have you been? Did we fall out? You disappeared for 2 years and now you're back, and I'm glad to see you back. Okay, I'll do the last part of that beginning part of the set, and then we'll have a little chat. Any questions? Get them in the chat. Cyril, super chat, thank you. Holly, also thanks for the compliment about my playing. Not bad. I need a drink of water. Let me get me drink. Get some Quezzies in there. Someone said, oh, I'm missing you because I'm going to see Sleep Token. It's okay to have, it's fine. Even though I put low latency on. until about now is when Drew would do. No one's asked a question, so about now is when another song will be ready. There's a bunch of questions just as I was about to do that. I've got a bruise on that thumb already. Really bad one. I knew I hit that badly. Elliot's in the chat. What's up, man? I've been playing the guitar for at least 13 years. However, the drums as an instrument has always intrigued me a lot. At 32, would it make sense to start learning to play it? Yes, if you've already learned an instrument, then the dedication and the wiring of your brain to do repetitive movements in order to be better is already there. You'll learn like twice as fast as anyone else. It'll probably help your guitar playing as well. Who are you about to go on tour with? In Heart's Wake, Diamond Construct, The Gloom in the Corner. Do I want to slam several White Claws at download? Absolutely, I do. Gary. Okay, another song.
A-okay.
Something is making me drop sticks. I don't know what it is. I think maybe this being higher. Well, we move. I put these in on purpose because I knew it was going to happen. Because we're doing a set simulation, guys. Curious what happened to the camera switching. I only have one, what they called Stream Deck. And when I was rebuilding the podcast studio, I moved it to there because it was priority. I can play with the front camera if you want. It is nicer, isn't it? I like to talk with this camera. Let me do one more song and then I will talk. So if you want to put some questions in the chat for this song, and then we'll talk more. I know what's making me drop a stick. This is too close. This is also just creeping ever so downwards. That wasn't bad though. What comes after that song in the set? It's annoyed me the last 3 times I've played. So weird. I don't know if I've got like Alzheimer's or something, but like my body just forgets how to play certain things. So the beginning of that verse, the very first one after the sad but true flam, in order to get those kicks tight, I don't actually start with a paradiddle. I go Oh yeah. It's about to be that alert, isn't it? What's this alert? Well, it should have happened now, shouldn't it? Well, mine hasn't happened. No alert for me, guys. Well, that doesn't work, does it? I didn't get it. Great test. Who gives a fucking goddamn shit about the alert system? Okay, what else is in that block? Nothing. Okay, so this is where we'd have a little chat then, guys, if anyone's got anything they want to say. Where's my fucking beep? Where's my beep at? Autofocus is good today, isn't it? Is it? Do I use a drum dial? Can you see how wobbly that is? Everything is tuned finger tight pretty much, other than the snare. The breakdown of the paradiddle, I did a full lesson on this. I think I include that in the lesson. The main thing is that right foot on the left diddle. Ba, ba, ba. But I found that I wasn't getting enough power in that first crash if I was actually going. So I go for the first one. Well, I didn't get an alert then, so fuck me then. I guess they want me to die. Well, here's one for you then, guys. Let's give this bad boy a go. See how this is going to go live. Now, I will let myself off if this is not fantastic. Just wondering what size I wear for the slam hoodie, looking to grab one myself. I wear a large. But I'm a well-built 81 kilo man with very different 5'9", so if that helps you. I'm not well built, but you know what I mean, I'm not skinny. That's the best I've ever played that song. Yeah, the background chants are from I don't know what I've been told from Full Metal Jacket, yeah. That song is about the military complex. Specifically, recruiting vulnerable people to die for the government. I thought that was alright. I didn't have the backing track on though, right? So it might not have been alright with the backing track. But I know I played alright with the click. So the band will be playing to me, so I think that would be quite tight live. I had a weird... Oh, I've got another new song. Which we'll give a go. It feels quite good though, to be honest with you guys. Quite happy with that. Oh, I'm ripping today. Bit of practice. Not playing to the backing tracks. A lot of questions about China. I don't know if Nightbot's not working. That's a 19-inch ultra hammered. So I'm going to play Guillotine. I'm not going to play First World, right, because I want to monetize this video and all the songs that I've played so far are UNFD. But what I might do, I'll play First World at the end. What was I going to say? I mean, it's pretty good actually, because I feel, because I haven't been to the gym today, I feel quite stiff. But it's really acceptable from a live gig. Any mistakes other than like a couple of stick drops, no one would have noticed. Definitely acceptable behaviour, I think. Like if I went and saw that drummer playing live, I'd think that was a good drummer. Have you mixed any Zildjian cymbals into your setup since the switch to see what I've liked? Yeah, I had a sort of go. 21-inch, 23 suite I really like, but it's just a bit big. The 21 suite I don't like as much as the suite ride. The suite hi-hats I really like, and in a session or a band or something where I felt like I needed a 14, or I like the sound and feel of, or if you like the sound and feel of a 14, the sweet hats sound and feel like a 14, but they're 15. Who just super chatted 20 bucks? New to the channel, I love it. Good luck on tour. Ghetto Streamlabs. I'm using Ghetto Streamlabs too. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Seriously. Yeah, the sweet hats. Love them, but they're higher pitched. They almost feel and sound like a 13. And they're 15. So if you like the sound of a 14 but you want your hi-hats closer because you play a double kick, sweet hats are for you. The 17 K traditional, no, the 19 K just K China, I really like almost as much as this one. And I think I'm going to, for my US rig, I'm going to switch to that. Because it just fits in a case a bit nicer, because I often have to have a load of backups as well. And the way that the lip on the Ultra Hammered is makes it difficult to fit more cymbals in. So I've got Guillotine to play. God, I watched some video of a kid playing Guillotine today and it was fucking cleaner than me. I shared it on my story. Thoughts on the K Dark Crash versus Cluster. Haven't played the Dark Crash, but Nolly tells me they're really good. I love this guy though. I just love the way it moves when you hit it. And it doesn't crack, it just kind of warps. Only if you hit it really, really hard. It's not a Zildjian fault. Okay, Guillotine, and then I'm going to do some practice. and I'll answer questions. Cool. Donut for a treat, brownie for a treat. What are we saying? What's it going to be? Any questions? That's it. That's me done my work. I've got some practice to do. So I'm going to just got your message. I hope you're doing all right. Don't melt down. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. If you've got family shit to do, you've got family shit to do. All the Patreon knows who you are anyway. They know where you live, bro. Donut is a Krispy Kreme normal glazed. The brownie is a brownie that the guy that shares my room makes, and they've won awards. Favourite moment was I ran and met you outside the venue at the tour bus in Nuremberg 2017. You had donuts in your hands and we talked about drumming. I've always got donuts in my hands. You look extremely hot in oversized shirts. Do you mean tired? Like tired? Do you mean like temperature hot? Or like hot? My girlfriend's saying you look a little like Freddy Krueger. Now, you know what's the worst thing about that? The absolute worst thing about you saying that from a girl is it's not the first time I've heard it. Not a great thing to be compared to, is it, really? Famous, disfigured villain. But like a good, there's no good Freddy Krueger. There's no, even Robert Englund. It's not a great look, no offence to him, if for some reason he's in the depths of YouTube watching this. Should we do the brownies so the brownies can get some exposure? No, fuck it, I'm doing a donut. The brownie's gonna kill me. Give me a second. Thanks to the people saying I'm playing well. I mean, I was having a good day until a stranger's girlfriend said that I look like Freddy Krueger. But at least I'll take the drum win today. In regards to the vlog, I've got 3 of these and a whole pack of brownies. Oh my god. That's hard to beat, guys. Let me mute it. Ask me some questions. Not a glazed donut fan, Simon. Jesus. Fired. I didn't know there was a time limit on donuts. What do you mean donuts are normally consumed in the breakfast hours? This is an iced coffee. I bought a Tesco meal deal earlier. And you can get an iced coffee as the drink. So we're having a little iced coffee and donut break. Now I bought 3 donuts. I mean, haters will say that I only put 2 through the machine in Tesco because I'm being reimbursed for my labour of doing the checkout myself. That didn't happen. But I've got those brownies and I will be eating those brownies tonight. And I reckon those brownies are about 600 calories a pop. And I've already had a Tesco meal deal and a steak bake today. Really went for it today. Oh, I went to the cinema yesterday to see. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is probably it. I'll probably just finish the stream now, but who cares? I'll leave it up. I might just cut all the songs together. What do you prefer if you watch this later on? Do you prefer the whole stream or do you prefer just cut the whole set? Nah, I'm going to leave the whole stream up. About the protein brand that was in my story, do I recommend starting with that? Never taken protein powder before and I have no clue about it. I mean, Yeah, you can't really go wrong about it. It's the only vegan protein. I'm not a vegan, but I do like vegan protein powder. It's the only vegan protein powder that I actually like. But the best thing about that stuff is you can put it with, make a bowl of porridge, but with water. This is going to sound insane. Or some supplements, plant blend. You make a bowl of porridge just with water and oats, 2 minutes in the microwave, and then you add a scoop of that to it afterwards and mix it in. Just tastes like you're eating a cake, but with like 300 calories. And a bit healthy. New fan here, you've inspired me to get into streaming. Dig the channel. Thank you, welcome. I'm trying to get out of streaming. I'm trying to make money from it. Although, if you look at today, right, if you look at the amount that I've streamed on YouTube so far, and then the amount of super chats, it's not, I mean, it is quite far off Twitch, money-wise. I can't do it, guys. As you've seen by the completely fabricated story of me stealing donuts from Tesco self-checkout because I must be paid for my labour. I'm not giving 50% of my labour to fucking Twitch. I asked them, just give me 60. Give me 60-40 out of principle. And they said no. And then they laid 400 people off, so I don't think they're doing too good, really. But it was a principle thing. It was really easy to make a buck streaming during the pandemic. I made a lot of bucks during the pandemic, but then it did go. Bodybuilding life. Oh yeah, but I'm a bit fat, to be honest with you guys, at the moment. Bit of a chonk. 70-30 is what the partner deal used to be. And then they changed it all to 50-50. 70-30 is a absolute, I'll say, 70-30 you all fucking day. Favourite song off the new Metallica album? It's the first one, isn't it? The first track's incredible. Twitch has screwed so many people I know over lately, which is dumb. Yeah, I know a load of people I know got laid off. I don't think there's enough people like, because your big streamers, even like the big, like fucking socialist streamers like Hassan, they're still there, aren't they? Accepting, I mean, obviously you've got to be part of society. I get it, but like, the people who are really going to make a difference by striking won't. YouTube sucks too, yes, but it's a 70-30 split. And all of the super chats I get 100% of. Kick, there's a lot of dodgy shit on Kick I don't really want to be associated with until it figures itself out. It kind of looks like it could go down the whole white nationalist route or something crazy like that. Any reason going to Les Toms? I've had this for about a year. Never really hit it, and I ended up the 16 sounds better than the 14, but I would rarely hit the 16. I would mostly hit the 14. I love the fact Nightbot has a burying the beater. That's so funny. Okay, what did I want to fix? There was something that happened, even though I'm in a donut coma now. Something happened. Dropped a stick in the middle of Needful Things, right? Here's a little insight. If you're watching this on YouTube and you got this far. Okay, so you know, everyone who's tried to play it knows pretty much the hardest part in Needful Things is actually the sort of I guess, post breakdown section. Right? And now I was playing it quite good on tour, but still not 100%. There was no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes it went good, sometimes it didn't. And what I've actually thought, thank you, Ben Rice. What I thought was, well, realistically, if I've got my heel down, sorry, I'm burying the beater now. That first kick, I could do that as an up. So I hit with my toes and bring it up, so it'll go, and then the rest of them will be full legs. See how the first one doesn't really have a motion? See on that camera, see that my leg moves twice, but there's 3 kicks. Alex Duma, thank you. So, what I'm trying to do in that pattern is... Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Why can't I just get a loop? There we go. Can't get it in, it was that tight. I can't get it in, it was that tight. Joe Grom, love everything about the channel podcast, just sick as fuck drumming, keep it going. Thank you so much. So that's a tip. No, that is a super chat, thank you. $10 super chat. Durden, $1.99 super chat, thank you guys, that's awesome. I play G1s as reso heads. Whoever said no UV on the kick? Yeah, I put my foot through the UV, didn't I? So what I've done is I've just got a Tama stock head on right now, and I've got a heavyweight in my car waiting to go. The problem is I've got, in between all these tours, I've got like 2 weeks at home, and if I change anything dramatically, I'm not going to be able to get a stream mix from Nolly. So like, I know the carpet is the fucking Meinl carpet, but I need like enough time that I can wait for Nolly's schedule to mix it. So after this next tour, I've got 2 weeks at home, and then I go on tour again, but then I've got 5 months at home. So after that festival tour, I will take the whole kit down, rehead it, change the rug, maybe try and get the camera switching back. I like to do like season 2, season 3 shit. I wonder if I could ask for a new kit. I mean, it's egregious, isn't it? Kyle, thanks for the super chat. Playing a Gretsch Maple kit with an email heavyweight, do you think they're more suitable kit heads for my bass drum? I always said the UV4, the UV EQ4 is the best sounding Evans kick head, but I don't, playing live, I wouldn't want to risk it anymore. So in the studio, I think I'll always use that. And then I've been using the EMAD Heavyweight Live. And I think you do good with that, to be honest with you. It does sound good. It's a little bit quieter, but it's still good. You flipping off the Meinl flag in the new vlog was the funniest thing. Did you like the vlog, guys? I actually enjoyed making it, and that's why I'm going to do the next tour is going to be vlogs. It's not really fuck Meinl that much, guys. I mean, it is actually to an extent. I'll say this once in this video that will go on the internet because I cannot be fucked to keep talking about it. They called a meeting to tell me off for some stuff I said on my YouTube about another cymbal company making similar cymbals to Meinl. Not even the clapstack. Like I said fucking horrible stuff about them stealing the clapstack. Not even that. It was like I said these two cymbal companies, you can watch my reaction videos, it's in there. I said that they're quite similar, aren't they? I feel like Meinl and this company are very similar. That was it. That's literally what I said. And they called a fucking meeting for it to tell me off for saying it, and I fucking lost the plot. I was like, are you fucking for real? Do you think this one thing I said about your cymbals and another company's cymbals being pretty fucking good and similar to each other because they're both made in the same fucking country, you think that's undone all of the 14 years of cymbal sales to the point where you need to call a meeting about it when I'm trying to get ready for a podcast? And I got very angry and I said, here's what I think about your reflex rip-off and your clapstack rip-off as well. Would you like me to tell everyone what I think about that? Because I'm not gonna be completely. But if you want me to be completely biased, then pay me actual money because I definitely sell more cymbals than you give me free cymbals. So if you want me to be non-biased, what are you saying that I can't be critical? And they were like sort of backtracked a little bit. It felt like it was a fucking some sort of like a scare tactic before the cymbal comes out. Like, by the way, now that the cymbal comes out, you can't say anything critical about mine or anything nice about other cymbal companies. I was like, fuck you guys. So that's what happened. Yeah, that's 100% what happened. And you know what? It just rang alarm bells that I was about to go into business. Like once you do a signature cymbal, you can't really go back. And if the company that I was making cymbals with were like didn't understand my brand or my message or what I was doing, and I was about to sign in, like you can't leave after that really. Or you can, you won't get any royalties from the cymbal. So I actually did turn down the cymbal. There's a couple of things on Reddit, people going, oh I bet you got kicked off. No, I turned down the signature cymbal because I was that pissed off. So that was it. The little loser in the chat, can we get rid of them? Can we just make it so they can never comment ever again? Is that a thing on YouTube? Thanks. Okay, I'm going to try that in the context of the song then. I'm going to try that song again. We'll see if it goes better or worse than earlier.
There's another victim of the modern age.
If you guys are worried about your stickers on your cymbals, you should be more worried about playing the goddamn cymbal. I'll never take it off. I wish there was some on the tops of all of them. Have you ever played a show in Finland? Yes. I fucked that bit up. I just forgot how to play the kicks. It went really well until then, so I think maybe what I was thinking is not the move. You guys are in fucking trouble now. You guys are in absolute trouble. They don't even come off easy. You want me to take that off, it's going to be a fucking 2-hour affair. Yeah, if you guys have got this much time to not be playing the drums and taking off your stickers nicely, then I mean, good for you. Take a fucking guess where this sticker's going. In fact, this will annoy you more, won't it? Let's go there. Not even symmetrical. Suck my sticker. How do you feel about that, guys? How do you feel about that? Right, what else did I need work on? That was all quite good, actually. I feel quite good about myself, to be honest with you. 3 in general was a little bit ropey. I'll just play that again.
A-okay. Rock 3! Rock 1, 2! How many York City police officer is when I put that shield on my chest.
Ronnie, if anyone doesn't know, Ronnie is our sound guy, who actually did our sound on the tour that I've played the worst I've ever played in my life, which made me redo my whole kick situation. And here we are. It's not 100% yet, Ronnie, but I think it's definitely better. If you're noticing it, then that means it must be all right. I mean, Needful Things, I wasn't even playing correctly when we did that tour. I just couldn't play it. I was fucked. What's the leg retraining? Burying the beater. Playing two strokes. When I play two strokes, I play the first one from the toes, and the second one with the whole leg. If you don't know that by now, you are new to the channel, welcome. Go back through some videos. This one's going to go up on the YouTube, so you can go back through this. Which tour was this? The European tour in October last year, I think it was. When will you play Coachella? I think we're on in about an hour. Ronnie's not coming to Australia or Japan, and neither is Gabe. I'm kind of bummed out. Like, my boys aren't there. Obviously, the main core of the boys aren't there. But there are some boys that are missed. I'm in Glasgow, UK. Yeah, my band is in the United States. I'm getting a kit again soon. We'll have to go back and watch some streams to get some much needed advice to shake the rust off. I would watch this one from the start, probably. Would I move to the US? If I had enough money to buy a house in Los Angeles, California, yes. But I don't think I'll ever have that much money. Do you like 8-inch snares depth-wise? No, not really. This is a 7, and this is probably my limit. I do like that Vinnie Paul Pearl one, though. Right, so that comment I just said there, I do like that Vinnie Paul one, though. That was the level of benign comment that I said that necessitated a meeting. Right. The whole reason I sell so much drum product is because I can say stuff like that. If I liked that snare drum so much that it meant that I didn't care about any other drums on earth, then I would play Pearl, but I don't. So you know that I play Tama. Even though there are other snare drums I also enjoy, I play Tama because overall I think they are better than all of them. No Gabe, no Ronnie, no Mikey, no. Mikey doesn't work for us anymore, which is sad. Looking forward to seeing you in Perth. I'm looking forward to being in Perth. I'm not looking forward to the 36 hours of travel that I've got to do. Including, right, really annoyingly, an 8-hour layover in Heathrow. Such a fucking boring place to be for 8 hours. Thoughts on Tama bell power metal bell brass snares? I mean, they don't exist. If you mean the Tama bell brass, I've got one. I could tell you exactly where that Tama bell brass is right now because I air tagged it. Where is my bell brass? Who am I sharing location with? Who's that? Who's playing backstage in Munich today? Is that Counterparts? Where's my devices? Let's have a look. Just zoom out. Look, you just do that. That's where my veil brass is, in Germany. So I'm sharing location with someone from Counterparts. I wonder who that is. Any more Satan's Hotline pods in the future? It didn't do very well on the video or the audio. I thought it was a good idea, but it didn't do very well. Whoever just said about the Meinl stories obviously just come in because this is the first time I've ever talked about it in depth, so I'm not saying that again. It doesn't matter. I could make a video called I am wearing black shoes today and I will be wearing black shoes forever. And there is nothing that will change the fact that I am going to wear black shoes forever. And I could make a video out of it. I could post it on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I'll still have a chat saying, have you ever worn white shoes or would you consider wearing white shoes? It doesn't matter. I've given up on keeping everyone informed with everything. Will you do any more reaction videos? I don't think I will, to be honest with you. It didn't really... It served a purpose when I was in the pandemic and I was really fucking bored, right? But you can't monetize it. I refuse to play by the thumbnail game. I refuse to do it. And as a result, they don't do that well. And even though they don't do that well, they don't get money. So I'd much rather just try and make some super high quality stuff than just watching other people. Signature SLP snare when? I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm that big yet. I mean, if Mario's not got one, I don't think I'm getting one, am I? I feel like me and Mario would make the same drum as well, which John Tempest has kind of already made. Any chance we see Australia and Canada anytime soon? Do you live in Toronto? I feel like 3 went better then, so we might as well just go through everything again. What about the new? Let's go through the new ones again. They probably need the most amount of work. I don't think I'm beating that Chest Candy playthrough though. That was pretty fucking nuts, wasn't it? I could actually, well, I'll do Chest Candy, right? I'm not ready to finish yet. I'll do Chest Candy. I'll do, what else should I do? Oh, my German friend, how are you? I'll do Chest Candy, I'll do Neighborhood Watch again, and then I might just jam. I'll stop the recording that's going to go on YouTube. Favourite pair of shoes that I have? I'm actually, I'll tell you this right now, guys, I'm having a shoe dilemma. This is a real first world problem. I'm going to, oh yeah, give a shout out. We can't do shout outs on YouTube, can we? I can't pronounce your second name, and I've forgotten if your first name is Raya or it's Raja. I think it's Raya. Raya Meisner. Great drummer and content creator. My shoe dilemma, guys, my sneaker dilemma is that I'm going to Australia, Japan, and then one festival, right? So realistically, I'll bring a pair of Vans Old Schools for drumming in, which I begrudgingly paid for. But what sneaker do I bring? Because you don't want to bring, I want to bring something nice because I'm going to Japan, and Japan has the best streetwear in the world. I want to look nice. But then that fucking festival's thrown off. You don't want to wear something crazy like Travis Scott Jordan 1s to a festival. And then you can't wear something colourful, really. Can't wear something too colourful, because then it won't go with all my clothes. So I don't really know. Maybe they'll sponsor you. They sent me a message about sending me free shoes, actually, and then they never sent them. They took my address and everything, and they didn't send them. But the problem is, I will not ever play the drums in a different shoe other than the Vans Old School. They're just so good for drumming. Yeah, I don't want to get known for reacting, that's correct. I really don't want... Some guy came up to me, and admittedly it was all right, but some guy came up to me at Cannibal Corpse the other day, drunk out of his mind, and was just like, stopped me, and went, which is, you know, it's nice that he almost recognised me, but he was like, you're the guy. And I was like, just waiting, like, which guy? The guy from the internet. And I was like, and he was like, I can't remember your name, and I was like, why come and make me feel embarrassed then? Like, obviously it's cool that he's seen me somewhere on the fucking corner of the internet, but don't come and say hello. It's fucking weird. Come and say hello, obviously, if you know who I am and like my shit, but come and say hello because, and not remembering my name, it's just a bit weird. Made me feel just fucking weird. Right, let's give this hard song and go. The penny blast was a bit all over the shop, and some of the chorus, actually the hardest bit there was the slower part. I keep hitting that and it keeps making me drop sticks as well. Fuck it, let's just go again straight away. I saw the super chat from Cyril, 20 Swiss francs, and it made me fuck up. Thank you, Cyril, if you're still in there, sorry. Any tips on doing groups of 4 on the feet? Yes, actually. Practice doing a, what's the actual name of the rudiment? Is it a 4-stroke rough? But in triplets. Right, and then lean in on the left one. And if you just get used to that movement, it ends up, the faster you get with it, you're subconsciously practicing a slightly faster than that, slightly slower than that 16th note version. Because it gets all, it's 4 notes that are equal length. How low is my bass drum tuned? It is finger tight. When I figure out my foot technique, it's over for you bitches. It's literally over. I'm gonna end the stream right now. Not the stream, I'm gonna end my recording. I'm gonna jam along to some Spotify songs. We'll see if, will I get kicked off YouTube? I don't know, we'll see.